Welcome to the Where Are We Now show. This show is about our community, music, social, post, anything that we can talk about to make our community aware of the things that we're doing that we may not understand or we may be doing. With that said, welcome to the show. I'm Pat Rodriguez, your host for the night, and I'll be here for the rest of the night, and let's see what we got to talk about.
Police are marking a milestone. For the first time ever, the city has gone 101 days without a killing. Police announced that milestone on Twitter on Wednesday.
Hello again. Welcome back. Yeah. So, about to have a conversation tonight, and it's mostly about, let's say togetherness. Because me as a person, I've been able to travel to New York and travel to LA, travel to Atlanta, and there's a certain togetherness in other cities that is not, comprehensive to here in Houston. So tonight, this is what I want to talk about. I want to talk about why, and I hate this word, but I'm gonna have to bring it up. And the word is hate, haters. I often said that Houston should have their own team called the Houston Haters. We might really go somewhere because we breed a lot of hate in Houston. So hopefully tonight this conversation will bring some insight on that, and we can see what's happening. So with that said, I am going to let you hear what we're going to talk about. So I'll wrap up in a minute. Okay, so what's up, Nahoma?
What's the goddamn deal, P. Reason?
Man, trying to make it all happen, make some real things happen. So we talked a little earlier about I'm naming this one here hating, because in Houston we seem to have a plethora of hating going on for no reason.
Right.
And then we also talked about like the competition factor in in it all. And you were saying that it was
horrible, man. It's horrible because it's like the competition aspect of it starting to infiltrate, people's foundation, their business foundation. So competition is always good in music, but when it starts to hurt your infrastructure of what you're trying to do, it's a bad thing. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Well, how you feel about this? Why is it that I've been in New York? I've been last year alone. I'm in New York, LA. And I can run into two rappers that's beefing, but they would do a record together.
Right.
But go back to beefing right after that.
So I think the reason that it's like that, because when you have these mega cities like New York, LA, that are driven by entertainment, like there's actually you can actually receive a check from entertainment. And I think the culture is respected more in those places. Also, we got to include Atlanta. So the fact that you can actually receive residuals from business arrangements, people take it more serious. In Houston, you don't have that media/entertainment outlet where there's instant gratification, financial gratification. So everybody waiting on a bag. And everybody's so frantic about waiting on this bag and maybe not receiving this bag. It makes them do bad business, man, because they're scared. They're scared, well, what if I ain't got my business right? What if this song blow up, and do 1 million units, and at the end of the day, my name ain't nowhere on it? So I think it's fear-driven what's going on in Houston, because we don't have a total understanding of everybody can actually get a check from this thing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's real. I think, and what you said earlier too, the fact that you don't know how to really get money from, you're scared to let it out your grasp. So people tend to hold on things a little tighter. Like, people don't know that you can do a beat out here and actually release a song, and then somebody else come out and say, hey, I like that song, I want to do that song, and you can sell that song to them. You don't have to take your song off and people down here still are kind of like, really? That's my song. You know what I'm saying? It's like, this is business. You know what I'm saying? It's like if you want to release your song out for a commercial or something like that. And I'm still signing people up to ASCAP. I'd probably signed up about 25 people last year, 2018, on ASCAP because they just didn't know. And these are people that you'll see on Instagram and be like, oh yeah, they doing their music. they got their little look together, the hair look right, the shoes look right, everything look right, but they ain't got no business behind them.
See what I'm saying? Yeah, I run into that a lot too, man.
Like that's crazy right there, bro.
And it all boils down back to we still babies in the game. Well, man, down here in H-Town, Texas, man, these boys are still babies to the business end of it. They still unknowledgeable and hadn't had enough real work to know how things work. So I'm gonna call H-Town the city of the music hoarders, because there's probably a million records out there that's been produced in H-Town, and they sound real good, but because of whatever business situations didn't work, the music never got released, and it's hurting us more than it's helping us.
Man, we gonna be like Detroit was back in the day. They have a lot of artists we never heard of, but they got some great music, and those are where the good samples come from now. So people digging in the crates and finding the good samples out of that city, because they had so many groups that come out of there, and they didn't all make it internationally, but there was a big thing up in Detroit to record, you know what I'm saying? That was a big thing. So you can find an old group up there you ain't never heard of. And you know what I'm saying? Like, that's what I'm saying. But it hurts us. It really do hurt the Houston music scene when people don't really understand the togetherness is how we're gonna work. And they still got this one-minded, I can do it all.
Right. Because if I do it all, I get all the money at the end. But realistically, unless you're an octopus with 8 brains as well, you can't do it all.
You can't do it all. It's impossible. And that message, that's what we, and that message needs to be out there and let people know. I work with anybody. Myself, I work with anybody, have worked with everybody, and we work with anybody on any level in Houston. But the main thing I have a problem with is their understanding of the music business. And then they think I'm taking something because they recorded it with me or something. They think I'm taking something. I'm not taking nothing. There's nothing to be scared of. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I always said Houston was the worst place for people to think you can steal music out here. You ain't got to worry about people stealing music. They don't know how to steal music. And I said that 20 years ago, and I proved myself right. You know what I'm saying?
I think what it helped us, man. I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, go ahead.
I think what it really helped this city, man, if people get more educated on the business industry itself. Do a little reading, do a little research, which a lot of people don't have time to do, because most artists that I've either recorded or have a relationship with, they also work their 9 to 5s.
Right. Well, that goes back to what you said earlier. We don't have the cousin down the street named Ice Cube who made it, so we know he made it.
Good analogy, right?
Yeah. But that's what Atlanta is made out of. People, you can tell people you're a producer out there, and they will take you dead ass serious. No, you might be a producer. They say, okay, that's what you do. That's what you do. New York, same thing. Hey, I'm a songwriter, producer. They take you dead ass serious. Houston, people put that lip up on you and put that eye down on you and make you look at you like you just trying to get some coochie, or some shit like that. It's like, no, I'm really a songwriter, producer. This is what I do. This is my living. I have yet to be taken seriously out here, even though I do this shit for the last 30 years. And how many jobs you ever known me to have?
2, 1.
Shit.
Sound like it.
I mean, literally, like a job that you. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like 1 or 2. And it's been years. I've been doing this for 30 years, and I've been proving to people that you can make money in this business. You can make money if you just listen to me and let me show you the way. I often get people, like right now I'm going through it with an artist, won't say no names, that for some reason she's never put out a record, never put out a hit, never had a recording done before, but she wants to tell me how to make music and money. I can't let her have that leeway.
That's right.
And she's mad about that, and that's okay. I let her be mad about it, because I'm not gonna not make no money dealing with somebody who ain't never made a check, in this business. And it's hard for me to listen to people that hasn't made a check, because I know where to go. Like I got this watering hole over here. I've been doing this for a minute.
That's right.
So, saying, and that's what I run into out in Houston. People, saying.
But then also we can blame that on 2 things. That what you just told me. We can blame it on 1. There's a lack of entertainment lawyers in Houston.
There really is.
I mean, I can name 3. I'm not gonna give them the plug, but I can name 3 off my head that got everything sold up from Steve Harvey to local acts.
Yeah, everything.
Right. So it's like because of that, I think you have artists that they really don't have nobody to go to get educated on the industry, and they don't have the time to research it themselves. But if you're serious about this business, you're gonna research it, so you're not stepping into situations with fear, man. Fear kills any business deal.
That's exactly what I did, brother. Not to turn this into me, but that's exactly what I did. I mean, I just learned the business and said, you know what, when I didn't learn, I just said, hey, light bill was $300. I need to make $300. Let me do that.
Right.
And I'll make $300 for the light bill, and then $400 for the rent, and and break even. Well, not even break even, just be paying rent. But then I started really getting smart, and then really doing some research, and I really started looking out. I think I've been pretty fortunate because I just had you know what I'm saying? But not to make this about me, but again, this is about what we can't do as a unit, a community, why we can't come together. And we don't have a lot of people. I mean, there are deaths. I mean, outside of these new rappers dying when they say they want to be rappers, that's the scariest thing. I hope my son don't wake up in the morning time and be like, I want to be a rapper. I'm like, son, you're going to get killed.
Man, my daughter, my 6-year-old just told me, she said, Dad, I want to be in music just like you. And unfortunately, man, it hurt my feelings because this game has put some years on the player, and I don't want that for my children. You know what I mean? But there's a lot of progress being made to maybe when our children get a little older, maybe it may be a little bit more leeway for them in the music industry if we do what we supposed to do.
Well, that's true, but then it's a lineage thing. See, we stop thinking about the lineage. When we fight over money that ain't been made, we fighting over. We messing up stuff like the lineage. Like I'm building my lineage for my son to come into a studio. So when he's not gonna always say I want to produce and I gotta go buy the equipment. He's gonna just come to his daddy's studio and start working.
Exactly.
Just like Swiss Beats did his son, just like Puffy just handing the shit over them. They got videos and everything. They ain't did half the stuff we done, but they got videos, cars, and the look and the swag and all that to go along with it. Well, ain't nothing wrong with that. We need to be able to do that kind of stuff.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
If people actually believed that they would get a check out of the music industry and they would invest in videos and stuff like that before there's even a deal on the table, because they realize that that's just building your resume in this game. But people don't want to spend that extra bread because they, in the back of their head, they like, man, I probably won't make it. Because it's an industrial city, man. People just don't believe you can make money out of music.
And New York, and in New York, recently, right now, like last year, I mean, this is New Year, so I got to keep forgetting I'm in a New Year. $5,000 to pay rent, but the dude don't mind paying you $5,000 to do a track because that's easy money for him to come up with. That's nothing. That's like rent money to him. So when you say $5,000, they looking at you like, that's it? I mean, that's what I pay in rent, so yeah, I can get that. You know what I'm saying? Let me go rig that up right quick. You know, I'm like, damn. But I'm from down south, so my money exchange is different from New York to Houston.
That's right. It's most definitely a demographic thing.
Yeah, it's more different. But they hungry up there. They believe. I learned to spend money from a dude up in Cleveland. So when I saw him drop $30,000 on studio time for us to go in there to make our music, I damn near lost my mind because I was like, well, goddamn. I mean, that was 30 racks he gave the man cash.
Straight up.
But he didn't sweat it. And then me and Chad had a $100 fight, $100 hour fight on that shit. You know what I'm saying?
You gotta look at it both ways. If you know you're gonna flip your money, why sweat it? If you honestly know and believe that the connections are at your fingertips to flip your money, you're not gonna sweat it. But if you're scared that you're finna be out of $30,000 with no residuals coming back and no chance, no way, then you're more reluctant not to spend that, and that's what Houston has been doing.
Which is weird because if you do it right, they got tax write-offs. They can just write it off on taxes. I don't know, but that's another conversation, I guess. But we have to get more business savvy for sure, because when you do a project, you can write it off at the end of the year. And
now I'm gonna tell you something with these knuckleheads down here, and I love my city, man. I love all my niggas down here. I love all my bitches down here. But I'ma just be real. I got a straight shoot. Man, these folks don't even know what a 1099 is half of them.
Oh man.
So when we start talking taxes and stuff like that, I can have that conversation with you, but you probably one of the few that I actually can have that conversation when it comes to this music industry. I know plenty of people that's teachers, business people in the white collar world, and I can have that conversation with them all day. But we need to start having more musicians having this conversation.
Yes.
More rappers, more writers having this type of conversation, so that people can get that fear factor out of them, so they can make good music. Because you can't even make good music out of fear, man. You can't do nothing with it, man.
Okay. And we gotta uplift each other.
That's right.
So
that's
what
right,
that
absolutely.
said, if you got any music that's on Spotify, I put everybody's music that I know in my playlist. Those are very important. So I put your music in the playlist, and I don't have to go to it every day, but it's in my playlist. And if I play my playlist and put it on shuffle, then you might get the spins for the day. You know what I'm saying? And if I'm cleaning up the house while my Spotify's on shuffle, you know, I'm trying to get enough people to get at least a stream so they can understand how to see money. I just can't wait till some people see a first ASCAP check, you know, and they get
I ain't gonna lie, man. I was fortunate enough to cut that record with Gennaro Jarrell, man, and Let's Get With It.
Yeah, I remember that.
But y'all check that out if you get a chance, man. Phenomenal producer, phenomenal MC.
I used to produce him.
I know you did. Yeah, you used to produce that.
Yeah. I used to produce, yeah. That's crazy. But he's a phenomenal producer right now. He's dope.
That's right. But if I hadn't had that exposure by cutting a record with him, then I probably wouldn't be abreast of what the game has become right now either, you know, because I hadn't had the success of having a record do well. Now, unfortunately, you know, it's still, you know, Stone's Throw. I can't remember if he was with Stone's Throw or somebody else. You know, I hadn't received a check from that, but the experience in itself was golden for me.
Golden. Because,
it helped me know. It taught me that, okay, this can make money.
Right.
This thing can make money if I get my ducks in a row, get myself together. Because I didn't fill out ASCAP or nothing. Matter of fact, I didn't do ASCAP until 2 years after that record had dropped. So it was most definitely a learning experience, man.
Wow.
And that's what more people in Houston need. They need real experiences where they can see a song actually put up some numbers. And hopefully they won't be do like me and not have it publishing together. But, you know, we need to do some real numbers in Houston, man.
But we got the artists and we got the know-how. I mean, it's not surprising that somebody like Beyonce will leave and don't come back, because she's not gonna get any leeway. Now, if it was like New York, I believe she would stay. But it's not like New York. She can go up there and make her music. But with that said, I mean, Houston is the best place to cut a movie, album, anything, because I told the artists to come down here to cut the record with me and to be cheaper. And they did. They cut a few records down here and they're like, man, it was way cheaper. I spent
way
this.
Cheaper, 3 times cheaper.
Like 10 times cheaper.
Wow.
Because, you know, and I turn them on to other producers that's selling beats for like 50 cents or some shit. I don't know. I can't do it, but, you know, that's my next podcast. I got to talk about these producers with these 50-cent beats, and YouTube being the best producer I know right now. That nigga is killing us.
Right. And I'm going to tell you why these boys producing for 50 cents. Because they go on the website and the bulk of the music is actually a sample, even though it's played by somebody else, or it might not be a record. They're taking clips and samples, putting them together. Man, did you hear about supposedly what happened with the producer that did the song for A$AP Rocky and
you talking about Famous Dex?
Yeah, Famous Dex.
Yes, guess what?
Everybody got paid except for the producer from
guess what? Short story. Let me make this real quick. The little guy who didn't get paid was the guy who dropped the $30,000 in the studio. That was his nephew.
You what?
Yes, he was watching us produce. He came a producer and did that old drop loop shit. Got out there and can't get it. And guess what? They called me. They said, "Well, man, he not fit to get a check." And he went through it, and he said, "Yes, my nephew. That's the guy who I told you just right now. Dropped the 30. Small World. That's his nephew."
And from speculation, they're saying that he used a sample from Splice. I don't know if you ever heard of Splice. Shout out to Splice. Well, I had a membership with them for about a year, man.
Well, sample's supposed to be royalty free, but I don't trust that. So we finna wrap it up. But You know, producers, you're a producer. We need to get back into sound designing ourselves.
Exactly.
And stop
That's why
doing
I
this.
cancel my membership.
Yeah, I cancel mine. I mean, I ain't using that, man. I'm sitting back and I'm just gonna go ahead and make my. I know how to play. I know my A minor chords. I know what I want to hear, and I'm gonna do my best job to make it happen. And that's it.
Straight up.
That's
Straight
it.
up.
You know, that song
That's
I
all
sent you
it
tonight. That's all original. That's all stock sounds out of Reason. I made that
right.
beat, and ain't nothing gonna be coming out for that. You know what I'm saying? But let's wrap it up because we've been on here for a good minute, man. Good talking to you, Nahoma.
Yeah, most definitely, man. Yeah, I just want to say to the people, man, y'all look out for me. My name is Nahoma. I'm a producer. I'm also a musician. I play tuba. I play trumpet. I play French horn, and I'm mean on these beats. P. Reeves is that boy Pat Rodriguez showing me love. We wrapping this conversation up. Y'all look out for Young Trap as well. That's my son, man. I don't know if you heard Young Trap, man. He's a monster, man. So I'm grooming him. You know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna put and I want you to text me all those links to where they can get in touch. It's gonna be in the description on YouTube, so people can get in contact with you. Hopefully around the world, and my little description is growing a little bit. So peace out with you, brother. I appreciate it, but don't hang up yet. We just about to. Let me just stop this lane right quick.
Okay.
Yeah, so as we starting to realize that a lot of it was easy to listen to that conversation and say that we went from hating to kind of monetary interfering, because it all runs together. So the money ain't acting right, people ain't right, the hating is out there, and I don't want to perpetuate any hating or make this a big focal point. I just wanted to have somebody talk about it real quick and see what it is, because I don't understand the competition in Houston that we competing against nothing because nobody has no money. We need to all learn how to make money together, and then let's compete against another city. But that's probably what Houston is known for, is competing against themselves. Houston beat themselves more than they beat anybody else. You can look at our basketball team. We beat ourselves more than we beat anybody else. So our football team, we beat it. I don't know if it's the energy out here that's like that, but it's definitely something out here. So again, his name Nahoma. He's on my Facebook page, and he's on I don't know his Instagram page, but he's on my Facebook page. Look him up. He has music. His son is Young Trap. He's doing the thing. I've been knowing him for a long time. Very intelligent brother. Went to Purview. I myself marched in the band 1 year at TSU. But let's get an understanding, and now comment below, subscribe, click on the like, or whatever you got to do, just how this social media works. Let me know that I can get some feedback. Tell me what you think. I'm going to post this tonight, and it's going down. And hey, any feedback is good feedback. I'll check y'all out, and thank you very much for listening. Man, it's all good. Thank you.